Hey guys, come Tulia with me. For anyone new here, Tulia is a Swahili word that means to calm down. So as we Tulia today, I want to talk about something that's deeply personal, but also something I know many people quietly struggle with, and that is being alone. Because along the way, we were taught that being alone means something is wrong. That if you're by yourself, you must be lonely, broken, or something is missing. But I've learned something very different. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. And for me, solitude became the space where healing truly began. When I first entered this season of my life, I didn't choose solitude because it felt glamorous or empowering. I chose it because I needed to heal. Yeah, we all need to heal. I needed quiet time. I needed space away from noise, opinions, expectations, and survival mode. I didn't realize at the time that healing in solitude will deepen my relationship with myself more than anything ever had. When you're alone, like really, really alone, not distracted, not numbing or failing every moment, you start to hear yourself again. So you begin to notice what you like and what you don't, what feels aligned and what no longer fits you, what drains you and what nourishes you. And that awareness is powerful. I'm telling you, so powerful. One of the first things solitude taught me was how often I had been living on autopilot. When you're constantly surrounded by people, responsibilities, or chaos, you don't always realize how disconnected you are from yourself. Solitude forced me to slow down. Quiet and peace became my norm. At first, the quiet felt uncomfortable, too quiet. I guess it's because I was used to chaos, but over time, it became sacred. So I started enjoying slow mornings, not rushing, not reacting, not starting the day in anxiety, just waking up, breathing, moving gently into the day. And the nights, especially when my kids were not home, became moments of stillness instead of emptiness. I stopped seeing these moments as something to feel and started seeing them as something to honor. Solitude gave me permission to explore. I began exploring new things, new interests, new music, new ideas, and just new ways of being. I also started creating a space at home that reflected the woman I'm becoming. Not who I used to be, not who I felt pressured to be, but who I am becoming. So I became very intentional about my environment. I wanted my home to feel calm. I wanted it to feel grounding. I wanted it to feel like peace, when you walk through that door. I removed clutter, not just physical clutter, but also energetic clutter. Because clutter just doesn't crowd your space, but it clutters your mind. So I created a space that doesn't overwhelm my brain, but instead brings me joy. Soft lighting, meaningful objects, clean, open areas that allow me to breathe. And that matters more than we realize. Another thing solitude taught me was how to truly enjoy my own company. I learned to sit with myself without needing constant stimulation. I started reading books, not just to escape but to grow. I explored music, sounds that matched my mood, my healing, and evolution. I deepened my spirituality, not in a rigid way, but in a personal, intuitive way. I stopped outsourcing my peace. I stopped waiting for someone else to come and make me feel fulfilled. I learned that my presence with myself is enough, and that was a huge shift for me. Being alone also meant something else, that I had to make a lot of decisions on my own, and that can feel very scary at first. I hated it. I hated it so much, but what it gave me was something priceless, a deeper connection to my intuition. When there's no one else influencing your choices, you start listening inward. So you begin to recognize that quiet inner voice, that gut feeling, that subtle nudge that says yes or no before logic kicks in. And that's when I learned something very important. That gut feeling is always right. Always, always right. The more I honored it, the louder and clearer it became. Solitude strengthened my trust in myself. Another big part of regulating my nervous system during this healing journey was meditation and sound bath. I cannot stress this enough. When you've lived in survival mode for a long time, emotionally, mentally, or even physically, your nervous system doesn't just magically calm down, it needs support. So, meditation helped me slow down my thoughts, while sound baths helped my body release what my mind could not explain. There were moments I didn't even realize how tense I was until I finally relaxed. Healing isn't just emotional, it's physical too. And learning how to soothe your nervous system changes everything. So, guys, here's what I want you to know if you're in a season of being alone. This season is not a punishment, it's not a failure. And a lot of time you'll feel like you're failing, but trust me, you're not. It's not a sign that something is missing, it might be a sign that something is forming. You're learning yourself, you are rebuilding your foundation. You're creating a relationship with yourself that will affect every relationship you have moving forward. Being alone taught me how to choose peace over chaos, depth over distraction, alignment over approval. And now I don't fear solitude. I respect it. I protect it. Because solitude didn't make me lonely, it made me whole. But here's the thing. Healing in solitude doesn't mean isolating yourself from the world. There's a difference between choosing solitude and avoiding connection. The beauty of learning to enjoy time alone is that it actually improves how you show up with others. When you're empty, when you're not seeking someone to fill a void, you connect differently. You're more present, more grounded, and more authentic. Because now you're not with people because you're afraid of being alone. You're with people because you want to be. So you laugh harder, you listen deeper, you set healthier boundaries, you no longer abandon yourself to keep others comfortable. And when it's time to leave, you don't feel guilty, you just honor your energy. That balance, being able to enjoy solitude and community, I think that's emotional maturity. So solitude gives you clarity and connection gives you expansion. One teaches you who you are, and the other one teaches you how to relate. And when both exist in harmony, life feels fuller and not overwhelming. Well, I've learned that I love having slow mornings, quiet nights, and moments of stillness. It's also okay for me to gather, to celebrate, and share space and energy with others. One doesn't cancel out the other, they support each other. So if you're in a season where you're learning to be alone, don't rush it. There is wisdom in the quiet. And if you're reconnecting with people after a period of solitude, do it from a place of fullness, not obligation. Because you know what? The goal isn't to choose between being alone or being with others. The goal is to be at peace in both. If this message resonates with you, know that you're not alone in this journey, even when you're walking it by yourself. And remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. Sometimes it means you're finally listening. You know, guys, I haven't posted soundbites on this channel. I'm still trying to figure out a few things so I don't get flagged for copyright. But in the meantime, I have some great content coming your way. So please be kind. I'm still learning, and honestly, some days it feels like I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm showing up anyway. So stay tuned for the next video where I'll share a call to action on how I went from survival mode to fully living, how I turned things around and moved from why God to wow God. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening. And until next time, please stay safe. Bye.